To the Crypto Boss Andrew live or whatever you want to call it channel. So crypto's having a nice move to the upside. It's been a pretty good day. My trades kind of break even, went up really fast, and then I'm still in the Ethereum long. We'll see what happens. Sound looks to be good on YouTube. So we are live on TikTok and live on YouTube. If you want to see the entire screen, go over to our YouTube page, Crypto Boss Andrew, and I'll see you guys over there. Let's start on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index and then work our way down. I go live every single Monday and Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. If I ever have to change it, I do let you guys know. I do need to say to my Telegram group that we are live. I forgot about that, so let me go do that really quick. So anyways, let's look at Bitcoin, and let's go look at the Fear and Greed Index. Let's look at everything, and we'll get right into it. I'm going to flip the screen so that you guys can see my computer, and we're going to go from there. So, I'm pumped up. I'm in a good mood. I got some energy tonight, unlike the other stream after my long day at work. I had the day off today. Let's look at this. Right now, we're in greed at 75, and I think last week or last time I looked, it was 74, so really about the same. Nothing's really changed. And so the one trade I'm in, I entered this trade. I kind of missed the pump this morning because I was sleeping, but I went to bed late last night. But I got into the trade at 35.80 on Ethereum. It went as high as 36.61. I'm still in the trade based off the 33-minute time frame, and my stop right now should be 34. Well, it's 34.70 right now. I could probably move that up. The 33-minute is trying to make a higher low. In my opinion, as long as you hold the level of 35.68, we could see more upside. We'll see what happens. You're only about $15 away from that right now. The 1 hour chart does have more downside on Ethereum. The 2 hour chart has more downside, and the higher time frames do as well. I am trying out this new indicator, which I believe, I don't know. So it's just called Bullish Divergence Indicator. We'll see how well it works. So far, I'm not so sure if I'm impressed. I'll see. I'll keep it for a little bit here and see what happens on it. But it would have told you to close your long right there and then you pump, so I'm not sure. But then, again, on the other hand, it would have told you to buy here on the bullish indicator. So I don't really love these indicators, but I do try them. I do try some every once in a while for the heck of it. But we'll see what happens. Let's go over and look at Bitcoin and look at Big Daddy and see what the markets are doing. Thank you for the 1 like. Wow. Okay, 1 like. Whoa. All right, so anyways, right now, let's start on the weekly time frame and go down for Bitcoin. I'm going to use the chart, this chart, the Coinbase chart, because it's a little bit cleaner than the other one. I'm going to record this really quickly, so bear with me, and we're going to get started here. Alright, so right now, looking at Bitcoin, we're sitting basically just under $70,000. The weekly time frame, which is this one right here, is overbought, curving to the downside. The 3-day chart, I believe, is oversold. Yes, it is. The 2-day, same thing. And the daily is getting the bounce. It was oversold, getting the bounce. Daily's already put in the low all the way down there at 60,000, basically, when you had that capitulation wick. So we'll see what happens. But right now, short term, like really short term, you might get some downside because the 4 hour chart's overbought and everything. But like longer term, I'm believing like this week Bitcoin could see all-time highs, and there's going to be a major short squeeze of Bitcoin at 75,000 because that's where a lot of orders are at. It'd be the biggest short squeeze ever, meaning basically a short squeeze is when the price would pump. So if we break 75K, I believe, you know, I don't know how high we go, but I think there'd be a big move after we break 75K, maybe a few $1,000 move. But right now, super short term, Bitcoin, as long as Bitcoin is above the weekly support at $65,500, I have it at 65,663. I believe Bitcoin is due for more upside. And right now we're above that level by almost $3,500. My next major resistance is that all-time high right around that $74,000 level. We don't really have a lot of resistance until we get to 74,000 because we went up so fast. So like smaller time frames sure might have some resistance here and there, but like larger time frames don't have any resistance until the all-time high, as long as you stay above, in my humble opinion, 65.5. So the daily chart tells me that we are going to rip up there in the next few days. Probably sometime this week we hit 75K or at least all-time highs. What I don't like is the 12-hour chart right now. You're above all the moving averages. You're above the 21-day moving average. You're above the 200. But the 12-hour chart right now is making a lower high. So daily would have to take over, and this would have to get pinned, and we get a move up. I think that's possible. The 8-hour chart overbought. The 6-hour chart overbought. The 4-hour chart overbought. The 2-hour chart is overbought and coming down. 1-hour chart getting a move to the downside. 1-hour chart is trying to, smaller time frames are trying to say we make a higher low. We'll see what happens. The 33-minute time frame is oversold. That's a higher low as well. I'm just a little bit worried that this could become a rounded top, so we have to like get some kind of rally here, in my opinion, like pretty soon, tonight at some point, if we want to negate this rounded top. Usually these do break down, so I would just be cautious with, you know, with the market right now. I'm still in a long, I'll be honest, I'm still in my long on Ethereum, but if Bitcoin pumps, Ethereum will pump as well, so that could be a rounded top. And you have to get, I would say this local resistance on Bitcoin now would be $70,736. If you break that, we're good, we're Gucci. If you don't break that, I would probably be looking for more downside, at least to this last local low down here at 66,700. So that would be the next support to the downside on the smaller time frame. So those are the levels I'd be watching out for. If you want to be bullish, you really have to break 70,800, we'll call it. Otherwise, I'm looking for a move back down to the 67,000, 66,700 range on Bitcoin. But I'm in my long nonetheless, so I believe it's more likely we break up. Despite this run on top, I don't like that. We'll see what happens. That's what I'd be watching out for. If Bitcoin breaks 70,800, then I believe we're going to go straight to the all-time highs. It's not going to happen maybe in a day, but it could happen later this week. So we'll see what happens, but that's the price you have to break to remain bullish. 70,736, and that's my update for Bitcoin. If you guys enjoyed this, appreciate it if you hit the like and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. So that would be the price Bitcoin has to break to remain bullish. I'll post that after I'm done with this video. So let me just set an alert at that key level at 70,800, because if you break that, then I want to go look at Bitcoin again. If you guys ever request for altcoins, let me know in the comment section below, and I will look at them. Right now, we only have 9 people. I don't know. The market's not that boring, is it? I don't know. Thank you for the 24 more likes on TikTok. And let me just see if we have anyone watching. One person watching on YouTube. All right. It's 10 people watching all together. That's kind of depressing. But so, yeah, I'm on this long on Bitcoin. I'm going to add the indicator to this chart as well. I don't know why I didn't add it, but I think it was this one. I think it was. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't see anything up here, so maybe it wasn't that one. Hold on. I don't know what my... Let me just do this. Bull div. Maybe it was this one. But that's not doing anything either, so I don't know. I don't know what the indicator was, but I think it was this one, but I don't see anything up here, which is kind of weird. That doesn't seem right, because there's... I don't know. I should figure this out later after I'm done streaming. But I don't remember what the indicator I used. And now the indicator's still here, but it's not showing up on my indicators list, so I really don't know what's going on. I'll have to figure that out later. I do own some stocks in my Roth IRA. I don't even know what I have. I don't really manage that. Someone else does. But I do, hopefully longer term, I'll have way more money in crypto, because I don't really believe in the stock market. Like, there's money to be made in it for sure, but I don't believe, like, you're going to become, you're not going to have financial freedom with the stock market, or generational wealth is the word I'm thinking of. Yeah, you could have financial freedom with the stock market long term when you retire, but you're not going to have generational wealth unless you have a lot of money to put into it. So I believe with crypto, if you hit it right, you could get generational wealth, even doing smart moves. So I do own some stock, but the goal is to have more crypto, than stocks. Thank you for the follow, Blessed Limo. Depends how much you got in it, but also fair point. So anyways, yeah. I really would like to figure out what the indicator was, because now the indicators are on here, but it's not showing me up here, and I don't know. I'd like to add it to my other charts. It's kind of messed up right now. Here, let me just... I don't know what the hell just happened there. So now it's not even there anymore. Now that... Wait, yes it is. I don't know. I might just delete this. I'll have to find the indicator again later. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Let's go back to Ethereum. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I'll have to figure that out later, although I kind of want to figure out now. I typed in bull div earlier, because the indicator is kind of interesting. I don't love these indicators, but it's kind of interesting to look at different ones. Let me look at this. This one might work too. But I think that's all over the place. It's telling you to close along there. I guess you did go down short term. I don't know. But then you got a massive pump. It never told you to buy back in. I don't know what this is doing down here. I just think it's too much on the chart to have these. Like, I mean, look at this. Right here. See, I don't love this indicator. Like, it tells you to close along, then it tells you 5 seconds later to get back in, and then it tells you to get... I don't like this one. I just think that's a bunch of extra stuff. I'm going to kind of try some of these other ones. If you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know in the comment section below while I'm trying to figure this out. Let's try this one. I guess this is simpler. Right here it's saying that's bearish divergence on the 7-minute chart for Ethereum, and then you get that move down. And then over here this is saying, but I like this one the best. And then right here, the green on the bottom, bullish divergence is always on the bottom, bearish divergence is always on the top. I like this one the best. And it's not cluttering the chart up here. I really like this one the best, honestly. But I'll be honest, you had bearish divergence here and you kept going up. I know it's not perfect. But I think I like this one. Let me look at this on the 33-minute. Yeah. I'll probably keep this one. This one seems the simplest and the cleanest to me of any of the ones I've looked at. So let me add it to this chart as well. This one? Yeah. Alright guys, so if there's no requests, I'll end the stream. Pretty quick stream, I guess. I'll be back live Saturday, 8 p.m. 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I believe super short term we could get a pullback as a 4-hour chart is overbought for Bitcoin. But, like, I believe sometime this week I'd be really surprised if we don't break the all-time high and probably hit 75K. We're either going to get majorly rejected at 75K or have a massive short squeeze. There's a lot of orders there, so my guess is if we break 75K, we're off to the moon. But nothing's guaranteed. It seems like this year, every time Bitcoin's had a massive run up and hit an all-time high, there's been a few $1,000 pullback pretty much immediately. So I might, you know, I would just be smart with my trades. If you have a take profit at all-time highs, I think that's smart to do. You can always re-enter. But anyways, I believe Bitcoin's going to hit an all-time high this week. We'll see what happens. So I believe by the time I come back live Saturday, we'll hit all-time high. I hope I'm right, but anything's possible. So, yeah, always use a stop loss. That's my advice, and that's my tip of the day. And with that being said, if there's no requests, I will end the stream. I don't know why the turnout was so bad today, because crypto did have a nice run up, but that's okay. I'll be back live Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Until then, trade safe. Have a great week, and I guess I'll see you on Saturday for our next live stream. Which broker is... I'm sorry, I missed some comments. Which broker is good for trading gold? I don't know, because I don't trade gold. Can you check Cello? Let's go look at Cello. Do you care what exchange I use? So Cello right now, I guess we can try out this new indicator, but the weekly chart is in a downtrend. On the, the 3-day chart right now is oversold, making a higher low. The 2-day chart right now is apparently you had the bearish divergence up there. I'm still learning my divergences. The daily chart right now. So I believe this is a bearish divergence because you had a higher high in price action, and the RSI, while you made the higher high in price action, made a lower high on the stock RSI, or on the RSI. So that's what bearish divergence is. I'm just using this indicator to identify it so I can learn to get better at identifying it myself personally without using an indicator. But anyways, that is bearish divergence on the 2-day chart, or on the daily chart. You had to move to the downside. And now I don't see any bullish divergence yet. But let's look at the 12-hour chart for Cello. The Cello chart on the 12-hour chart had the bearish divergence, like I just said, on the daily, same as the daily, and it's getting overbought now, making a lower high. So my guess is that this is going to continue to the downside. 8-hour chart, same thing. Also, your 8-hour chart is above the 21 smooth moving average. I would just be cautious because the higher time frames are making lower highs. The 6-hour chart doesn't look good, making a lower high as well. So really, in my opinion, you have to stay above the price level of $1.25. If you can't do that, that's kind of a double top rejection. So $1.25 is what you have to stay above. The 2-hour chart right now making a lower high. Again, getting rejected off $1.25. 1-hour chart is trying to make a higher low. So 1-hour chart might push you above it. I would watch out for that key resistance at $1.25. If you get above it, you could have a nice move up. And I'll zoom back out to see the next resistance. So the RSI here had bullish divergence. You made a lower high in price action, a higher low in the stock RSI. So that's bullish divergence. Let's go back to the daily and see our next resistance on Cello. So I also see this. The other thing to look out for here is the falling wedge here on Cello. So I possibly see this having a move to the upside. Let me just see really quick. I mean, technically, even though you're making lower highs in the 12-hour, that is a falling wedge. They break up 68% of the time, and it does look like the daily at least wants to break out, kind of like Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the 12-hour is overbought, the daily is not, and it's just getting ready. It looks just like Bitcoin, in my humble opinion, at least where the stock RSI is at on the 12 and on the daily. The measure move is just around $2.08, so to me, Cello could have a move up to that $2 area if you break $1.25. So if you break $1.25, I'd be looking for the next resistance to be that local high at $1.80, and if you break $1.80, 208 is probably the next measure move on Cello. To the downside, if you get rejected off $1.25, I'd be looking for a local low of support at 83 cents, and that's what I'm looking at for Cello. Larger time frames look ready for a move up. Daily to the 3-day look really bullish, so I'd be looking for a move up on Cello. Smaller time frames might need to reset short term, but longer term, if you get above $1.25, I see more upside on Cello. So Cello to me long term looks bullish. All right, short term, yeah, you could see a pullback. I mean, seriously, it's just this simple. If you break $1.25, if you break $1.25, you're looking for more upside. Until you break $1.25, so you can take a breakout trade, not financial advice. If you break $1.25, that's probably when I would take a trade on Cello. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till Saturday, trade safe, have a great one, and yeah, that's all the requests I see. So, cheers, everyone.